Hey guys, what's going on? It is Coach Tim here with another video, guys, and I got a really good one for you today. I'm going to talk about when running the beast formation goes wrong, guys. And I'm making this video because we had our jamboree game yesterday, and I was not happy with the outcome. We lost our jamboree game, even though it wasn't your traditional 4 quarters game. We was able to just see certain things that I particularly didn't like that can hurt you, once you get into, your actual games that actually matter. So, guys, before I get into it, guys, do me a solid, like and subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't already. And guys, as a gift to you guys, you can download my free Beast Formation playbook, guys, that you can use this season, guys. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get straight to, my points, guys. So point number one, when running the beast formation goes wrong, is if your blocking is not on point, guys, like you making it harder for your running backs. One thing I look for, guys, when I'm choosing to what plays I'm going to run with the beast or whatever, I'm looking to make sure all of my kids buy into blocking and they take pride into blocking. And my team has bought into it and they take pride in it. But during the jamboree game, their blocking was subpar. And what that did was it allowed us to average, I want to say, about 4 yards a carry, which is solid, but our standard is 5 to 7 yards per carry. And when you are averaging 4 yards a carry, 3 to 4 yards a carry, what it does is it creates fatigue. And so that's one thing that hurt us yesterday, is that we was ground and pounding these guys with the beast, but we were getting tired and fatigued. All right, so that's number one. Number two, making sure your players are at practice and know their role. And this is a huge one, guys. This is a huge one because for us, we already have a small team. I have about 17 players on roster. But when you have players and the lack of parent support where, you don't get that whole 17 showing up consistently, and you may have, let's say like in our case, we're gonna always have about 12 show up consistently, but then the other ones, they're inconsistent. Then when the game come around and it's time for them to get in, and they're not, they don't know their role, or if they know their role, they're not comfortable in it because they haven't been at practice. That creates a problem. And it causes the beast not to run as smooth as it can be ran. And so, one thing that I do in my program, when kids don't show up for practice, guess what? They just suspended. They're suspended for a quarter. It's that simple. It's that simple. And you have to be careful sometimes, because sometimes parents don't care. Parents don't care, and they don't care if the kid play or they don't. And you have to look out for the kid while still trying to teach a lesson. But what I do is I really have to, make an executive decision to say, okay, this kid's just not going to play a quarter if they don't show up to practice. They don't show up to the second practice, 2 quarters, third practice, 3 quarters, so on and so forth. And the parents know that, but it's unfortunate that some parents just don't care. It's very unfortunate. All right, so number 3, and this is a big one, guys, and this is something that happened yesterday that is kind of out of character for my players, but attitudes, guys, attitudes. My players got taken out of their game because the team we was playing was talking, getting in their heads, and really frustrating them. And my starting quarterback broke his collarbone the day before our game, and then the backup quarterback got ejected from the game for unsportsmanlike conduct with another player, opposing player. And so we was basically playing with our third string quarterback the whole jamboree game. And of course, that creates major problems when you don't have, you know, pretty much your best player out there to set the tone for your offense and your defense, you know? So, you know, discipline, sportsmanship, you know, these are things that can make and break your game, you know? And my kids are high character kids, and just to kind of see them, how they respond to adversity was interesting, you know? And I'm glad this happened during the jamboree game, guys, because, you know, with a jamboree game, it don't count, it don't matter. But you're able to really see some of the things that can hurt you down the road when you're trying to win a championship or get good seeding, you know, to be dominant. So, you know, for our team, I was very happy. You know, we only put up a touchdown, but we had 3 touchdowns we left on the table because of bad decisions, poor mistakes, plays getting called back, you know, unsportsmanlike on big plays. So, you know, we put up 6 points, but we should have put up at least 21 points during our jamboree, but we left those points on the table because of those mistakes, guys. So if you're running the beast, guys, make sure your guys are poised and bought into blocking. That's so important. Make sure they are showing up to practice on time and doing what they're supposed to do, so when the game happens, they don't fold under the pressure of the game, and they know what they need to do, and they're confident in what they need to do. You know, overall, I was very happy and pleased with what I seen out there with my boys, with them running the beasts and all of that good stuff. What I wasn't pleased with was all the things around the game, you know, because if you want your team to be successful and be prepared and to win, you know, and I understand, guys, sometimes as youth coaches, some things are out of our control, you know. Sometimes parents have their own mindset about what they want to do and their own agenda. You know, they'll know a month in advance that, you know, it's game day, and then they decide to take their kids on a vacation the same Saturday as their game. You know, and it's hard to control that sometimes, but you try to make sure all your parents are on board. You try to make sure all the kids are ready to play and on board. And I think the biggest lesson I learned in this jamboree game is that you put your kids under the pressure, as much pressure as you can during practice, to see how they respond to adversity at practice. And then, so when they get in these situations in the game, they don't fold. And I think that's something that I'm gonna work on this week. I'm gonna make sure that my guys block with extreme force. You know, my blocking wasn't where I wanted it to be. We was getting pushed because I got big guys. I got a 245 pounder. I got a 230 pounder. I got a 215 pounder. I got some big boys on that line. But you can have big boys, but if they don't play with intensity, that's a problem. So that's our goal, guys. You know, we want them to play and practice with intensity, and we're gonna be fine. So, guys, I'm gonna have some film for you guys coming soon. With everything, the jamboree game was so chaotic, I wasn't really able to record anything. But guys, I promise I'm gonna get some beast footage for you and all that good stuff, guys. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned to everything that we're doing as it relates to the beast formation. I'm gonna show you some defensive stuff, the whole 9 yards, guys. And don't forget to download my free beast formation playbook, guys. That's free to you. All right, guys. So don't forget, be great, have fun, and beast out. Peace.